What's up, guys? My name is Caine, and welcome to Let's Play aidungeon. This is a really cool program that I just recently found out thanks to watching Chilled Chaos, one of the popular YouTubers that I watch, and got introduced to this game because of him. So this is a program in which you can create stories. We have to pick a setting, or we can create our own setting, and then it creates a story based off the beginning. And after you just kind of type in a sentence, you could be as specific as you can. Although I did try to record this game and kind of learn how it works, and you can't get too specific because the AI doesn't really know what the hell you're talking about if you're way too specific. So you kind of have to be vague, but at the same time be creative and have variety and throw little things in there to kind of mess up the story if you really wanted to. So I feel like this will be a really fun interactive series for you guys, maybe to start some of these custom games. These custom games, how they really work is you just create a scenario using a couple sentences to start the story, and then it goes from there. I have a few ideas, but I wanted to just mess around with this game, and I wanted to try we tried fantasy. Well, I tried fantasy last time, and it gave me a story about being a knight fighting a black dragon, and it didn't really go anywhere. It was kind of weird. Like, the dragon just wasn't it kept like it was really weird. Like, the dragon was attacking, and then I was prepared to attack it, and it didn't. Nothing really happened. It ran away, then I ran away, and it was just like, it was really weird. So we're gonna try something different. So we're gonna go with mystery. I kind of want to do zombies, but I guess we can do that next time. But let me see what they have for mystery. Ooh, select a character. Well, we just played a detective game. You could be a patient. I'm really curious about patient. I feel like detective. Well, let's go with detective. Like I said, I feel like this could be a very fun interactive series for you guys because a lot of you guys have told me that you like my voice. You like when I read things. So I feel like this is be the perfect kind of series for that. This being kind of like a test run. So let's do detective. Enter your character's name. Detective. Detective Caine. One thing I will point out is that I definitely am going to be reading, but what's weird about this game is that it's probably better for me not to read what I type, because once I put it in and it generates a story, it will kind of repeat what I just typed. So I'm going to just take my time, type it out, and go from there. So again, I hope you guys will enjoy this. I feel like this could be a really cool series to do. Detective Caine, generating story. Please wait. But yeah, this game's free. I'll leave the link in the description. let's just go with the story before we start making our own stories. I do have one story in mind. But yeah, I'm basically going to be reading what the AI generates, not necessarily everything I'm going to type, because that kind of makes the video a little longer. Plus it repeats. So anyway, you are Detective Caine, a detective living in Chicago. Never been. You have a pistol and a police badge. You enter a forest where you believe a criminal you're searching for fled to. Suddenly you hear a noise behind a tree. Halt! You shout. What do you want? The man turns around with his hands up. He's wearing a hooded sweatshirt and jeans. Okay. Interesting how I say halt and I say, what do you want? Oh, okay, because he's trespassing. Or whatever. Search for a criminal. And like I said, we're just going to start just to see where this goes. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night, I say. I'm not doing anything, he says. My name is George. He continues to explain that he was walking home from work when some guy came up to him and asked if he could borrow $20. Give me $20. Alright, yeah, what were you doing behind that tree then? What's with this story? What's with the yapping, huh? What are you doing behind the tree? That's none of your business, he says. Yeah, fuck you, guy. George goes on to say that the guy had a gun and threatened to kill him unless he gave him money. He said he didn't have any cash, so the guy took off running down the road. Likely story. He had a gun, huh? I searched the man. Oh, yeah? You grab the man by the shirt collar and pull him back towards you. He doesn't resist at all. Where did you get this, you ask? I got it from my mom, he replies. Wait, got what? I guess it's the gun? Your mom? Your mom? I laugh out loud. Lol. Your mom. I should have put a question mark. Your mother. She must be proud of you, you say. You continue to pat the man's shoulders and you tell him that he looks like a good catch. After taking him into custody, you check his pockets for any money or drugs and find nothing. Oh, I took him into custody for questioning, huh? Okay. Looks like a good catch. Okay. Very weird to put that. I release the man and I continue my search elsewhere. So I want to put that because I'm not sure. I don't want to be too specific. I want to see where the story takes me. You release the man and walk away. As you leave, you notice something strange about him. See, his eyes seem to glow red. Holy shit. His eyes glow red. That's an interesting development. I decide to follow the man because I believe he's suspicious. Why the hell is his eyes glowing? What? Hold on. Hold on. Wait, you follow the man as he walks through the woods. The man stops near a small lake and begins to swim towards it. You see him turn over several times before he resurfaces in front of you. Holy shit. This is why I told you to stop swimming, he says. Stop swimming? What the hell are you? What the hell are you? I scream. I'm not gonna hurt you, he says, just don't try anything funny. Okay then, you reply. What are you doing out in the middle of the night anyway? It's my grandmother's house, he explains. Are you responsible for the crimes? Like I said, I don't want to be too specific. They didn't really tell me what crimes I'm investigating. The crimes earlier? Oh shit, forgot to put the quotes. No, I wasn't involved, he says. Then who are you? I'm not telling you anything. Dude. This man loves his grandmother, but he's not human. It was so creepy. Okay, I won't tell anybody about you. I won't. If you choose to help me find the criminal I'm looking for. What does he say to that, huh? Dude, this took a weird turn. The man smiles. Okay, he says. You continue to talk with him until you reach a bridge over the river. You both cross it and walk across it to another bridge where you stand facing each other. Um, well, what are your powers? What are your powers? What can you do? He smiles. I don't like that. He shrugs. Oh my god. There are just things I've always had inside me that I can remember. You nod, so you know how to use them. Yes, but they aren't very strong. They're more like a mild energy drain than anything else. Again, not being specific, but I guess the story expects me to kind of fill in the blanks, maybe. Hmm. You take him to the crime scene. To the crime scene. To examine. Take him to the crime scene to examine. The crime scene. um, to examine the area. More like a mild energy drain. Look around the area. There are several large trees surrounding the park. Several people have gathered there watching the two of you. One of them approaches you and hands you a newspaper. Others begin calling out. Hands you a newspaper while others begin calling out names of suspects. Who do we think committed these crimes? One asks. Usually those that are guilty are returned to the scene of the crime. Scene of the crime. What if I say you are most likely the criminal? Like, why would you be here? I got a supernatural friend that I'm blackmailing to help me. That would make sense, he replies. But what if I said you were the only person capable of this? Oh my god. Oh, that wouldn't be true either. I'm a detective, you dumbass. And my friend here, well, I mean, to be fair, well, he loves his grandma. What a criminal. No, plenty of criminals probably love their grandma. Still not sure what the crime was, and let's assume it's murder, I guess. Okay, let's try something. My supernatural friend approaches the man. I was gonna say, so English was one of my weakest subjects in school, so I probably good at writing stories, but I'm not sure. But here's what I'm gonna go with: the supernatural approaches the man. He begins to sniff him. Begins to sniff him. Maybe his power is that I don't know. He said that it's kind of like a power to drain. Wait, what? You grab the man by his shoulders and pull him closer to you. He looks at you confused. My name is John, but everyone calls me Jack, he says. And I'm sure you're aware of my abilities. What? You know what? So you are Jack the Ripper. Jake the Ripper. Jack the Ripper. You know, my friend here can tell what you're thinking. You know, my friend here can read your mind. This whole time we were looking for Jack the Ripper. Although we're in Chicago, though. But he could be anywhere. Crazy motherfucker. Oh man, it is really weird. It's a really, really weird game. I kind of threw a curveball. The game probably doesn't know who Jack the Ripper is. All right, let's go with this. You notice that John has red eyes too. Oh, give me a break, I say to myself. Never really wrote a story, so I don't know like the proper like etiquette when it comes to like writing a story and like how to say. I think the eye is getting overloaded again. Hmm. It did this before, so I feel like there's like a limit to where a story can go or how far it can go. At least I didn't realize that there was a limit or not. Hmm. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like maybe there is like a space limit in the game. Maybe like you have to make your story kind of short because I wasn't sure how long that story was going to go. I kind of wanted to see what the game does, and it doesn't seem to give too much detail because it wants you to fill in the blanks. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to try to make a very brief story. Um, fuck. Let me see here. What we got for apocalyptic? A word I still can't say. Courier, survivor, soldier, scavenger. I'm a survivor. I'm like na na da da na. All right, so we're in a apocalyptic world. You are Chris, a survivor who's trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world by scavenging amongst the ruins of what is left. You have a hatchet and a hunting rifle. You live in a small community of survivors who have managed to build a piece of civilization after the bombs fell. You are talking to one of the leaders of the community when you hear gunfire outside. We need to get inside, he says. There's been an attack. The leader points out that there is no way for them to defend themselves against this kind of enemy, so they must all hide somewhere until it ends. With the powers you've gained from radiation, you transform into a beast. How are they going to take that? You turn your head towards the sound of gunshots and see a man dressed in black running through the woods. Again with woods, this game loves to put people in the woods. He stops when he sees you and raises his hands as if begging for mercy. The leader calls out to him, "Run!" You eat the man's head. You eat the man's head. Its head. You eat the man's head. Because you're a beast. You lunge forward and grab the man's head. It feels like a wet rag, and then again, you're not exactly sure how it would feel. You rip off the top half of of his face and start chewing on it. I don't know. Y'all, y'all ain't, y'all ain't ready for this shit. Never come back. Y'all ain't ready for this shit. You call back to the others to run away while you continue eating the man's brain. His eyes roll up into his head and he falls backwards as his body collapses onto the ground. You stand over him, tearing chunks of flesh from his corpse. Okay, well, this is interesting. All right, but you guys can see what the game is about. If you guys would like to type in some sentences, again, I don't know if this series could be a series, but I do have another story that I have in mind. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys will try this game out and let me know what you guys like to see, if you would like to see more. I'm actually pretty excited. I'm trying to learn more and more about how this game runs and its limitations, but I hope you guys at least enjoyed the video for what it's worth. I feel like the stories I feel like the stories do have a bit of a limit. I don't know why the IA just can't really handle your inputs anymore. It's like it's kind of lost the story or whatever. I'm always trying to see what it can do. But it seems to want more specifics from you rather than the story giving you more specifics. So yeah, this is just more of a learning video. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.